Hi, I'm Randy Reid, editor of the Edison Report, and we are here today with Dennis Wells, I guess formerly of US Pole, and today with US Outdoor Lighting. So, Dennis, welcome and congratulations, and tell us a little bit about the rebranding.
Well, thank you, Randy, and good morning. It's great to reconnect with you. Hey, before I answer the question, I went back to my LinkedIn account, and I think we've been friends since about 2007, 2008. I think I was working at Lithonia Lighting at the time, but we've both been in the industry for quite some time.
We have, and it's a damn good industry, and I
It
love
is.
working in it, and I know you do as well.
I do. I feel very blessed and made a lot of friends over the years, like yourself and others, and it's glad to be back in the industry.
Yes, well, so tell us a little bit about the rebranding.
Yes, U.S. Outdoor Lighting. You may currently know us as U.S. Pole or Sun Valley Lighting or U.S. Architectural Lighting, but we've chosen U.S. Outdoor Lighting as our new brand, our new name going forward because we think it more accurately describes who we are and what we do. Uh, we've got a number of new products that we're also announcing that rounds out our outdoor product offering. And we believe we now have the products needed to do most commercial and retail, new construction and renovation, where you could find one source for all your outdoor lighting needs.
Okay, well, let's go back to the U.S. poll, and I'll tell you, Dennis, I would see U.S. poll at Leducation, okay, and
Yes.
I'm expected to see a poll company, and I would see fixtures, and it always was a bit confusing to me. So U.S. Outdoor Lighting is the parent company, and will you keep the brands U.S. Pole and Sun Valley? Is that what will
Yes,
happen?
we will. U.S. Pole, Sun Valley, U.S. Architectural Lighting, our famous brands will continue as brands, um, but now under a name that better describes who we are in the marketplace, U.S. Outdoor Lighting.
Tell our audience a little bit about how you have gone about revitalizing the company.
So, as you know, and the audience knows, this lighting industry has changes over the years, and speed is very important. And you must be able to compete in a very fast-paced marketplace. So, we first started with our factory when we brought in the lean manufacturing concepts. Uh, those in the audience familiar with that. We do our gimbal walks every morning. We have our Kaizen events. We have our visual management boards. And because of that implementation, the number one KPI is on-time shipments. And we're now consistently hitting over 95% of the time we're shipping to the promised date. And that's very important in the industry we're in, and shipping to the job site. There's people there waiting for the product to show up. So that was our first re-engineering was in the factory, and we're very pleased with the progress we've made. And our agents have noticed it and commented very, very positively towards what we were doing in the factory. I'm
Okay,
sure
well,
we
what
did.
about these additional brands? Tell our audience a little bit about that.
The new brands coming in, there's three of them, Loom, Ameriscape, and US Sport Lighting. This rounds out our product offering, our catalog, so that we're now capable of completing most outdoor lighting projects, um, commercial projects, retail projects, where you can have one supplier, one manufacturer providing all the outdoor lighting products for the given project. So we think it rounds it out and makes us able to compete better in the marketplace.
So I hear Ameriloom, Ameriscape. I see the new logo. Where's your product made?
USA, California, very proud of that for 40 years now.
How has the Made in USA helped you in the success of US Pole or of the company?
Very, very important, especially recently. The current administration and certainly making Made in the USA important. We did not go to Mexico. We did not go to China. We continued in the USA for the last 40 years as a very conscious decision that we were going to do that. And now with BABA and BAA, some requirements for federally funded projects, and just the whole movement we're seeing in the United States, we're very proud to be made in the USA and have always had the red, white, and blue in our logos and in our website. But think if our day is coming here, right? And we're here to meet the needs of the marketplace.
Well, it is more important than ever, I think, the made in America. How have you been able to compete though with the low cost products from Mexico and China?
Mhm. So we compete on the very high end. If you know the Sun Valley line, it's a very high end architectural design product. Many are one off, specifically made for a specific city or customer. And those things are products are a work of art, I call them. They're very difficult to make, outside of the USA. It takes craftsmanship and many years of experience to actually make these products. So that's one way we've been able to compete. Also on quality. Certainly, we pride ourselves in a very high quality product. And then, thirdly, in speed to the job site. Being here in the USA, we can meet our on time shipments coming from our factory much quicker and easier than products coming from around the world.
Okay, and can we talk a little bit about the factory? What
Yes.
do you do? Do you do your own casting?
We do. We actually do aluminum sand casting here on site. Kind of rare in the United States, but we have some master molders here that are very skilled in doing that and continue to that. We have a paint line. We have sandblasting for our poles. We make our poles here as well. We have a beautiful facility with over 150 skilled employees.
Union or non-union?
Non-union.
Non-union. What city?
Palmdale, California. Let me tell you a minute about Palmdale. It's the home of Edwards Air Force Base. So almost every day we hear fighter jets come past the factory, breaking the sound barrier. It's very exciting. B-52s flying by into the Air Force Base. I'm told that the young Air Force pilots in training come here and they break Mach 1 for the first time in their training. So I think we witness that on a daily basis, but it's very exciting to be part of the community here.
Tell us a little bit about what your agents can expect going forward.
So we're in a growth period. That's why I was excited to come and join this company. I really enjoy the growth part of a lighting company, working with agents, working with specifiers, working with the lighting designers, helping them fulfill their needs and building beautiful environments out in the United States, right? So they have definitely commented about our improvements in the factory and our on-time shipping. We've also made some real improvements in the quotation process. So a request for quote, an RFQ comes to us, and we are very focused on quickly turning those quotes back to our agents. We know speed or time is important. So we've actually have KPIs now around how long it takes for us to turn an RFQ into a queue, into a quote, right? And then we're very proud of the fact
And how
that
long is that? How long is that time typically on a normal job?
Right. On a standard quote, standard product, it's less than 24 hours. Now, some of our more complex Sun Valley products may take a couple of days because the engineering group has to get involved. But our goal is 24 hours, and we fairly consistently do that on our standard quotes coming in.
I think quoting is very important. And so many large manufacturers screw that up and they just take forever to get quotes back to their agents. How are you expediting these quotes? And you said that you're getting most of them out in 24 hours. How does that actually happen?
So we have a new system, the software that we've created internally. We call it Quick Quote. Okay, we're using some of the most modern concepts that access our database, our SKU database, right, and our pricing files, and bring those together to facilitate our folks in the quotation department to very quickly create. We also have Zoom available so they can work with an agent right now. We can do a quote right now, Randy, if you wanted to, right? I could pull up my quick quote, my Zoom call, and we could do an agent right now, do a quote right now if that's if timeliness is that important. So,
do you have a form that your agents complete online to put the information into a database? Do they send you an email? Do they send the drawings? How does it actually work?
Well, currently, they send an email and they provide us with the information, and we prepare the quote. We have some agents who will do the quotes themselves, but our next module in Quick Quote will be allowing our agents to actually come into Quick Quote themselves if they choose, and do the quote using the same system that we use in-house here.
All right, that's a key thing you said, if they choose. You won't force this on all agents, just the ones that want to do it, correct?
Absolutely. We will not force it on anyone. We're glad to do quotes for you, but if it's 2 a.m. and you want to knock it out, have at it. In regarding quotes, once we have the quote in place, we're very focused on our win percentage, working with our agents to close that quote with a PO. So we follow up these quotes every week. We meet internally on every quote. We're reaching back out to the agents, asking, what does it take to take that off the street and make it a win for both us and for our agents. So you'll find we're very focused and active on every single quote, trying to turn it into a win for both us and the agent.
Are cities your primary customer? Cities
are definitely a big part. Absolutely. Especially those that have historical downtown environments where they have these beautiful fixtures, acorn tops and custom-made poles and fixtures. Absolutely a big part of our business.
Okay. Closing comments?
We're very proud of what we're doing, being made in the USA. We love working with our agents and partnering with them to help them be successful in the metropolitan areas around the United States of America. We're proud of our products and the craftsmanship, and we've re-engineered to compete in today's fast-paced market. And give us a call. Give me a call, okay? If we're doing well, let us know. If we need to make some improvements, let us know as well. But call me. I'm always available, and I love working with the agents. And Randy, thank you very much for giving us this interview, and we really appreciate it.
It's a real pleasure, and congratulations on everything you're doing, Dennis.
All right. Thank you, Randy.